Jillian Schneider. I'm kind of in between freshman and sophomore. I'm a freshman with KCS this year. And this is a speech that I've competed in a national speech and debate league with. And it's, well, I'll give it so you can know what it's about. But it's a speech that I've done in competition and I'm going to nationals with in a couple weeks. So, yeah. When I was 10 years old, I made a decision that would change my life forever. I decided that I wanted a dog. This decision came on the heels of my ownership of 4 fish. 4 fish that all died within a month. After they died, I decided that I wanted a more permanent pet. And what could be better than a dog? At this point, my parents looked into an organization called Guide Dogs for the Blind that trains service dogs for visually impaired people. Being a volunteer for Guide Dogs for the Blind has been a life-changing experience. Today, I would like to help you understand the process of raising a service dog. First, we will look at puppy raising. Second, we'll explore formal training. And finally, we'll examine the support system needed to raise a service dog. For most people, the process of puppy raising starts with attending a local puppy club, which is a group of local puppy raisers. This is a picture of my puppy club, called Puppies with a Plan. Guide Dogs for the Blind, or GDB, trains its raisers with the help of the volunteer leaders of these puppy clubs. Puppy raisers will receive help from the volunteer leaders of these puppy clubs. The puppy raisers will receive their puppies when they are 8 weeks old and will have them for the next 12 to 14 months. There are 3 main disciplines or branches of puppy raising. The first branch of puppy raising is proper house behavior. My first puppy, Pioneer, had a lot of energy. Oftentimes letting him run around in the backyard just wasn't enough for him to get his energy out. As a result, I took Pioneer on a lot of walks to help him get rid of his extra energy. The second branch of puppy raising is basic commands. We don't train our puppies to do tricks, just commands like sit, down, and come. The hardest and most unique command to train is go to bed. Raisers must train their puppies to lay down whenever they put a particular blanket or bed on the ground. Not only do the puppies have to lay down on this bed, they have to stay down until the raiser tells them to stop. Teaching this command involves multiple steps, and it must be continually refreshed so that the puppy doesn't forget. Puppy raisers will spend a lot of time teaching their puppy all of the various commands that they need to know. The final branch of puppy raising is socialization. As service dogs, our puppies must be calm in busy and distracting environments, not distracted by people or food or other dogs or squirrel. To prepare them for this, we take our puppies to church, restaurants, baseball games, and the movie theater. I even got to take my puppy Pioneer to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Socializing our puppies is fun because we get to interact with the public and inform them more about what we do. When all 3 branches of puppy raising have been established, we know that we've cultivated good habits in our puppies. When the dog is between 15 and 18 months of age, GDB sets a date for them to return to the GDB campus for formal training. In formal training, the puppy will learn all of the advanced skills it needs to be a service dog. It will learn new commands such as heel and forward. It will be taught to stop before stairs and curbs and to avoid obstacles. One of the most fascinating things the puppies learn is to look out for obstacles that are in the person's path, but not their own. For example, if a blind person is walking down a sidewalk, there might be a tree with low-hanging branches. The puppy could easily walk under the branches, but the person cannot. The dog must learn to recognize that the branch will hit their partner and find a way around the branch. Guide Dogs for the Blind can train these puppies to do absolutely astounding things, but not all of them are meant to be service dogs. If GDB decides not to use a dog, it is career changed. Career changed dogs sometimes become service dogs in other organizations, like Dogs for the Deaf, Canine Buddies, or search and rescue dogs. If other organizations choose not to use the dog, the raiser is given the option of keeping their puppy. When my first puppy, Pioneer, was career changed, we decided not to keep him, so GDB placed him through their adoption program. Pioneer now gets to enjoy his new career as a pet. About 50% of the dogs are career changed, leaving the other half to complete their formal training as service dogs and graduate. A blind person who wants to receive a service dog will go to the GDB campus, where they will be partnered with and will learn how to work with their dog. They will also attend a graduation ceremony, where the puppy raiser can officially hand off their puppy to its new partner. Guide Dogs for the Blind is proud to provide service dogs at the low cost of absolutely nothing. This is possible without any government funding due to generous donations and the work of countless volunteers like me. One of the members of my puppy club, Candy, raised a puppy named Naples who went on to become a service dog. While he was a service dog, Naples wrote letters to Candy with the help of his blind partner. One letter ran, "Guess what? I'm a labor dog. Cool, huh? I get to go places other dogs have never seen. Trader Joe's, the library, the pet store. Every morning I get my regular chow breakfast, but this morning, Master opened the fridge door and pulled out a container of stuff, then sprinkled some all over my good morning chow. The surprise was Parmesan cheese. Cool, huh? That's because I'm a labor dog." After 9 years of service, Naples retired, and he is currently spending his retirement with Candy, his puppy raiser. Laurel Wheeler is a graduate who was partnered with a yellow lab named Stockard. In a letter written specifically to puppy raisers, Laurel said, "I have total freedom now. Stockard has given me so much more freedom and confidence in public. When I used a cane, it was awkward because I felt invisible. Stockard is a conversation starter. It's nice to be noticed for your dog and not your disability." I hope you can see the life-changing impact that service dogs have on their blind partners' lives. Guide Dogs for the Blind changes lives, but being a puppy raiser has changed mine, because I have learned that God provides all of the support we need to do what He calls us to do. Just as a tree is supported by its roots, I have been supported by many people. The first group in the support system is my puppy club and its leaders. When my second puppy, Nestle, was going back to formal training, I was feeling understandably depressed. My puppy club leader, Mary, confessed to me that she sometimes wonders why she still raises service dogs when it's so difficult to give them up. When she said this, I thought to myself, yes, it's not just me. It is very difficult to give our puppies up, but having other people around us who are going through the exact same thing is a huge comfort. Puppy Club doesn't just help us raise our puppies, they support us after we've given up our puppies. The second root in the support system is family. Without the help and support of my family, I could never have raised a service dog. They have helped me, encouraged me, and learned alongside me. They have been up with me and oftentimes before me at 5 o'clock in the morning when my puppy had an accident in its kennel, or when it was barking so much that nobody could sleep anyway. The final and most important root in the support system is God. When I first considered raising service dogs, I was terrified of the idea of loving a dog for a whole year and then giving it up. However, I opened my Bible and read Matthew 5:4. "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." In that moment, I knew that God was calling me to raise service dogs. Matthew 5:4 was not just an assurance of comfort, it was a promise of blessing. I know that raising service dogs is something that God has called me to do, and I have had His support every step of the way. These three roots have grounded me and helped me do something that I could never have done on my own. I hope you now have a better understanding of the process of raising service dogs. We have explored puppy raising, formal training, and the support system of the whole process. Raising service dogs has been a life-changing experience for me in more ways than I could have possibly imagined. I am so grateful for the opportunity to branch out, to grow as a person, and to learn incredibly valuable life lessons. As the Apostle Paul said, It is more blessed to give than to receive. One of the most important lessons I have learned is to be willing to give. Like a tree lives to bear fruit for others, we raise our service dogs to help blind